Welcome to Spiritual Seeds, daily planning for fruitful living, bringing the hope of Jesus to the world around us, one fruit at a time. Hi, I'm Leann, and welcome to the show. This month and today, we are talking about love, digging in and trying to discover what true love is, where it comes from, what do we do with it, what's the expectation. The world says love is an intense feeling, an emotion, a sensation of affection, something you get from another person, object, or experience. It's the exact opposite of what God defines love as. God says love is an action, not an emotion. It originates with the giver, not the receiver. How big love is and how important it is to our lives. It says if we were to speak in tongues but not have love, we would be nothing but a noise, a waste of sound. If we were to prophesy and understand everything about everything, complete faith, unwavering, but not have love, we would have nothing at all. If we had enough faith to move a mountain, can you imagine? Yet not have love, we are left with nothing. Wow, so huge is love and so vital. What it says is that it is more important than anything else or everything else combined. Why is that? Because God is love. The only way we can know and truly experience love is with the presence of God. We need to receive it from God and experience it in God. Everything else is a mere imitation. And I'm so grateful that we do not have to settle for less than what the true love is that God offers us. I love in Corinthians chapter 13, once again, verses 4-7, it tells us more about the detail of what love is. So it gives us a better idea. And it doesn't just tell us what love is, it tells us what it isn't. I think it's funny that we tend to just want to know what it is. But wow, when I read what it isn't, I actually learn so much more. So, starting with what love is, it says that love is patient and kind and thoughtful. I love this combination, patient and kind together. When I think, I might be patient, I might wait for traffic, or I might put up with somebody, but it says that I'm to be patient and kind simultaneously, which means while I'm waiting for a prodigal son, or while I'm waiting for a husband or a wife to get sober or to be faithful, anything I'm waiting in, while I'm waiting, I'm also to be kind if I'm to be acting in love. Wow, takes it up a notch, doesn't it? It says that love forgives quickly and freely. I'll be quite honest, I'm not always quick to forgive. Sometimes it takes a very long time, and I don't give it freely. I attach some conditions to it. So, love, true love, forgives quickly and freely. It seeks and honors justice and authority, and it delights in truth. Just those few words take love as we know it to a whole new level. And I just encourage you to ponder on those things. Then let's jump over to what it isn't. It says here, love is not jealous, boastful, arrogant, or prideful. Wow. There's a few there that I struggle with pretty much every day, just being prideful, wanting my own way, wanting someone to hear my opinion before I listen to theirs. It's a daily challenge. It says love doesn't seek its own way or advantage. Goodness, the whole world is telling us you deserve a break today. You deserve more than what you have. And love is telling us here that it's quite the opposite, that we don't seek more and we don't seek our own way and we don't seek to gain, but we seek to give. It says love is not self-promoting, doesn't shout about who we are, how many followers we have, what we're doing, who likes us, what our successes are. It says love is not rude or irritable. Goodness. I wake up some days and I'm irritable before anything even happens. And yet, that's not love. I'm missing out on walking in love when I give in to those petty emotions. It goes on and it says, love doesn't keep record of wrongdoing or hold a grudge. There are times when forgiving is difficult, but even after we forgive, we kind of maintain a bit of an attitude. But in scripture, it says that is not love. And the funny thing is, once we release that, we are free from that. It holds us back from experiencing more love. So the more we live in the love of God, the more we have. It's counterintuitive that the more we give, the more we receive. And so I encourage you to give love. Give love when it doesn't make sense. Give love when it's hard. Share love with others that you would have more of God's love. If we go on down past what is and isn't, there's kind of this all-inclusive part in the scripture, and it says, love bears all things, regardless. It looks for the good in all things and all people, always. It remains hopeful and steadfast in every single situation, and it endures without fading. It endures all things forever. It is not a fleeting emotion. True love never fails because it never stops. It comes from and is within God. So as long as we are in the presence of God, we are in the presence of love. It never fails and never stops. In Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, I love the way Paul describes this. And it's such a great example of what we're talking about, that love never fails and it never ends. You think, really? Well, God gives us that example. It says, there isn't even the slightest doubt in my mind that God, who started his great work in you, in me, and you can substitute any name you want, in Greg, in Julie, in Tony, in Luke, in everyone around you. Use their names in this spot. In you and in me. There is no doubt he is working in us and will keep at it forever and bring it to a flourishing finish on the very day of Christ. That's love. That's the love of God in action, working in us and through us and never ceasing, never giving up, never walking away, never getting frustrated or taking offense. God's love for us shows in this perseverance. He doesn't grow weary or give up. He isn't even discouraged by our resistance or our slowness. He is doing the work in me and in others if we choose to allow him and partner with him. He doesn't push himself on us. Some people might say, I don't feel the love of God. And I would just encourage you, invite it in. Don't resist it. You have to invite the love of God into your life. He won't knock the door down and come in on his own. Partner with him, and you will see and experience his love in his presence today. So, love with all your heart. Love with the love that has been given to you by the presence of Christ. Love never fails because it never gives up. Read 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Read it over and over. Meditate on the words. Circle them. Think about them in your life and get close to it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You can find additional resources at spiritualseedsplanner.com. And I encourage you to join a small group or start one of your own. We grow best when we grow in community. Thank you and have a great day.